Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to this channel and you love WWE, you love wrestling, this is a perfect pairing. You and I are going to get along perfectly fine here. Subscribe to this channel, like this video for more WWE content. We talk about Raw, SmackDown, PLEs, we do prediction videos, we do review videos, we do email videos, which is like my favorite thing on this channel to do, where you send in your emails about your opinions, your thoughts, and I make videos like this and I respond to them. And I cannot wait to see what you have to say about the PLE we just witnessed, Wargames. So let's get into what happened at Survivor Series. Oh, my friends, I hope you all had a great holiday and weekend. I know I did. I just came back from Florida. It was a very long drive. Honestly, it only should be an 8.5 hour drive. Driving there, it took me 12 hours. And driving back, it took me like 11. So not fun. I was stuck in traffic a lot of the time. But other than the whole driving there and back, the actual trip was actually very fun. I got to spend it with a lot of family who I haven't spent a holiday with since I was a little kid, probably like 10 or 11. So very special, very fun. I hope it's something we can start doing every single year because it's not that bad of a drive when it all comes down to it. So, but that's that. I hope we all had a great one. Let's get into what happened on Survivor Series here. The first match of the night, the women's Wargame match. And I got to be honest here, it was kind of sloppy, and it was actually very clunky, not so great until the match actually started. But then when the match actually started, it didn't seem like it went too long. It was kind of like I don't know, like you could hear like them calling each other's spots. Especially before the match began, it was just a lot of like, I remember hearing Bailey tell Nia to hit her with the elbow because the cameraman was right there. He picked up on it. I don't know. It was, I don't know. There was a lot of mistakes, a lot of botches. It was not my favorite match of the night, if I'm going to be brutally honest here. One cool thing, Tiffany Stratton brought her Money in the Bank briefcase into the match because it was inside of a trash can. At some point, she tried to cash in or teased like she was going to cash in. Nia Jax and Liv Morgan were both laying there, and Tiffany pulled out the Money in the Bank briefcase. Looked like she was going to cash in, but Io Sky quickly put a stop to that by hitting the fire extinguisher on both of them. Raquel Rodriguez ends up getting the hands tied. We had a nice swanton bomb off the top of the cage from Tiffany Stratton. At the same time, Io Sky had put herself inside of a trash can and then a backflip moonsault off the top of the cage, something that she's done, I think, every single Wargames. It was cool. There was a couple of cool moments, that being one of them, but overall, I just felt like it was kind of sloppy. It wasn't great. The timing seemed off. It was kind of awkward at times. I'm not going to completely hate on it, like it was okay, but it just wasn't really my favorite match of the night. Rhea is out of her mask, it looks like. Maybe she's healed up and she's good to go. But it is Team Rhea that win this match. She hits a riptide off the top rope on Liv Morgan through a table to get the win. So this definitely guarantees Rhea Ripley another women's championship match. You just have to expect that to be what's going to be going on in the near future. Overall, probably my least favorite match of the night, or second to least favorite, but not like there was a plethora of matches to choose from, but it was okay, just not my favorite. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this next match. Nakamura versus LA Knight. Nothing to really write home about. It was okay. It was a solid match. Not that bad at all. It was actually probably a little better than I thought it was going to be. The surprising element of this was that Nakamura actually beat LA Knight clean for the U.S. Championship. I was shocked. I remember in my predictions, I chose LA Knight to win this match. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Nakamura is our brand new United States champion. He's got a great entrance theme. I mean, he looks like $1,000,000 right now. I've always been a fan of Nakamura. The problem has always been, and I know this is very typical to say, but it's the language barrier. Can he cut a promo? Can he be believable? That's the issue we run into with Nakamura. I think Triple H has done a very good job of Nakamura with like the backstage vignettes where it has the subtitles and it's kind of like done in kind of like a comic book villain type of way. I like that kind of thing. But how does he fare when it's in like an in-ring promo, face-to-face with a baby face? You know, it's like that's the interesting part. Now, does LA Knight get his rematch? I would think so at some point. But if Knight loses the rematch, what's next for LA Knight? Does he go after the WWE Championship? Is there going to be a draft coming up soon? Maybe he gets drafted to Raw and he goes after the World Heavyweight Championship. That is left to be seen. But as we know right now, Nakamura, the United States Champion, shocked the hell out of me. I didn't think there was a chance LA Knight would lose this thing, but that's where we're standing right now. Please let me know what you think about that. Braun Breaker retains the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match versus Kaiser and Sheamus. And when I told you before that this match was going to slap, it slapped. This was easily the best match of the night, if not second best match of the night. It was very entertaining, hard-hitting, great moments throughout the whole way. All three guys look great in this match, I think, in my opinion. Braun Breaker wins the championship. I think one thing I noticed there was Michael Cole hinted at and mentioned a lot of time. He made comments about Sheamus's age, mentioning that he's getting too old for this, and maybe he doesn't have many more chances at winning the Intercontinental Championship. So it's like, I feel like Michael Cole's already planting some seeds here for this feud that we're probably going to get here between Sheamus and Braun Breaker. As much as we glaze and praise Braun Breaker on this channel, I would definitely like to see a feud between the two where Sheamus comes out on top and finally wins the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in his career. I think Sheamus definitely deserves it. He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot, like he's getting in automatically. Underrated, I think, in many ways. I don't think people truly appreciate the career this man has had. And I just feel like he's going to elevate Breaker when they have their feud. And I think even if he beats Breaker, it's still putting Breaker in a good position. If he doesn't end up being Breaker and Sheamus never wins the Intercontinental Championship, he still had a hell of a career. But I would like to see it because Sheamus has always been one of my favorites, way back when. So, yeah, great. I can't wait for this feud. And, maybe when they're done with that, Kaiser can enter it, go one-on-one with Sheamus, go one-on-one with Kaiser or Breaker. So there's things we can do here with this. But this match right here tonight was fantastic. Priest and Gunther. Man, oh man. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I'm ready for this I'm ready for us to move on from this. I'm ready for us to move on from Priest and Gunther. Gunther ends up winning this match. Finn Balor gets involved and costs Priest this match. But when he hit the coup de grace to a prone Priest outside of the ring, still stuck on that. Gunther ends up coming around and ends up hitting Balor. So I thought that was a key moment. Even though Balor attacked Priest, Gunther came out of the ring and attacked Balor. Then he gets Priest back in the match, and then he ends up making Priest tap out. He chokes him out, and Gunther ends up winning the championship, retaining it that way. So it looks like it's going to be Priest and Balor in a feud again, and I don't really want to see it happen, to be honest. I feel like at this point, just WWE just does not know what to do with Priest and Balor. They have no other plans right now for them other than for them to face each other. I'm not crazy about it, but it looks like that's what we got. Maybe we get a little bit of a triple threat between the three because Gunther attacked Balor, so you have to think that Balor is going to want to get some retribution or revenge on Gunther, but I don't see how serious or big that'll be. Maybe Gunther versus Balor, they get a match, and Priest returns the favor to Balor and costs Finn the match. I don't know. I think we're in for a pretty dreadful three-way feud between these guys, and I'm ready for them to just all move on from one another in general. Like, I want to see Priest do something else other than face Gunther, other than face Balor, and I want to see Balor face other people, to be honest. And Gunther, I want to see another feud because at no point did I think that Priest was going to beat Gunther. Never once. I had no faith in it at all. Probably less faith that he would win the match than I thought LA Knight would lose his. But that's how dead set I was on Gunther winning. And yeah, I mean, I'm ready to move on from it just in general. That's just how I feel about it. Man, what a War Games match. The main event, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn Uso, and CM Punk win the War Games match. I was surprised here. I really did think that the bad guys, I thought Solo's team would win this match. We get no appearance from The Rock, which I didn't think The Rock was showing up, but I thought Solo was going to win this match. I thought Seth would interfere. I thought a lot of things would happen in this main event match. One cool thing that did happen, Bronson Reed off the top of the cage. A nice splash from up there. I thought that was fantastic. I think he did injure himself in that move. I hope he ends up having a speedy recovery. I hope he's going to be okay soon. Because Bronson Reed, when you get back, my friend, I hope you get a enormous push because you are amazing. I think Punk and Bronson, we're probably going to feud. Now I don't know what we do here. Maybe we get Punk versus Gunther. Maybe we start the Punk versus Seth Rollins. Maybe Punk goes away for a little bit and he comes back and gets his favor. I don't know. There's different ways to go here. But ultimately, Roman Reigns' team wins this thing. After the match, CM Punk is hugging Paul Heyman on the way out of the cage where he's hugging and the microphone picks up what Punk says. He says that we owe each other. And Paul Heyman is in agreement. So, yeah, I mean, Punk's coming back for a favor. You better believe it. And I just don't know when it will be. You have to imagine that it would be when Roman Reigns captures a championship again or something like that. You know, I still don't trust Paul Heyman right now. I think something's up with him. I know I predicted him to turn, even though he didn't tonight at War Games. I still think that turn is coming, and I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if he's going to side with Solo. I don't know if he's going to end up siding with Punk. That's going to be interesting. I just think Paul Heyman is better as a heel, but for now, we're just going to take it as it is. He's with Roman, so nothing crazy, nothing noteworthy happened at Survivor Series. I thought maybe we'd get something big that we could cover and talk about, but nothing to my knowledge happened. So if you would love to send in your emails, your thoughts, your comments, like this video, comment on this video, let me know what you thought about the show in general, things that might have stuck out to you, maybe something that I've maybe missed. I was very tired watching, so maybe I did miss something. It's just been a long trip back and forth. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on it. It was a good PLE in my opinion. I enjoyed it. It was fine. But definitely the triple threat match was my favorite, and the War Games men's match was my favorite. Other than that, everything was okay at best, solid, but nothing too extravagant. So not bad. We look forward to Monday Night Raw. We see what happens there, and we will be back with a Raw video. But until we yeet again, my friends, stay bitter, and as always, stay bitter again.